Welcome to Beyond Bars, Stories of Liberation. I'm your host, Christiane Rios. The podcast centers on the voices, stories, and resilience of women who have lived through incarceration and are now redefining, rebuilding, and reclaiming their lives on the outside. In each episode, we sit down with formerly incarcerated individuals, advocates, and community leaders to discuss the challenges women face, the systems they've navigated, and the dreams they're pursuing. This isn't about incarceration, it's about possibility, policy, and the power of second chances. Rather than defining formerly incarcerated women by their past convictions, we center on their growth and the powerful journeys they have taken since re-entering society. Our focus is on who they are becoming, not who they once were. Today, I'm honored to speak with someone whose work is changing lives nationwide, Susan Burton, author, activist, and founder of A New Way of Life. Susan has a nonprofit organization in Los Angeles that supports women transitioning back into society after incarceration. After spending years going in and out of prison, she made a life-changing decision, not just for herself, but for many others. In 1998, driven by an unwavering determination and lived experience, she founded A New Way of Life, a program born out of the very help she never received.
I started the organization off of money that I worked with and earned. I saw an opportunity to make my life at last useful. I worked 24 hours. I slept in the house with the women. I didn't get a paycheck for over 5 years. I didn't have health insurance, but what I did have was meaning and purpose to my life.
Through housing, counseling, workforce development, and advocacy, A New Way of Life creates the healing and support network that so many women have never experienced. Susan believes in meeting each woman where she's at, literally as she walks out of the prison gates.
Our approach is unique because we meet a woman right where she's at. She walks out the gate. We have housing for her. We have social workers for her. We have workforce development when she's ready to go to work or go back to school. We ask, what would you like to do? We don't ask, what have you done? We ask, how can we support you? If you want to go back to school, we'll help you get in school. If you want to go to work, you can work with our job developers. Whatever it is that you want to do, we support you. We're not telling you what you have to do, what you must do with your life. We're asking you, what would you like to do with your life?
Susan didn't see challenges as obstacles. She saw them as fuel. The struggles of being formerly incarcerated and a poor Black woman navigating a system against her, she found strength in the struggles she faced and used it to build something transformative.
Seen women who were voiceless be able to define themselves and gain their voice. I've seen women who have had no skill set, get skills, go back to work, get their children back. One of the women that was in our program is now running her own reentry house in Houston.
What drives Burton's vision is the deep sense of justice, possibility, and self-worth, and it's working. Over the years, Susan has helped hundreds of women rebuild their lives with dignity and hope.
I'm a Black woman. I was a poor Black woman, but I had the potential. Why didn't anyone, cultivate my potential?
Burton emphasized the need for more comprehensive support, including housing, social workers, and workforce development. Based on her experiences, women face barriers to reintegration that include a lack of healing opportunities and societal perceptions.
Why did I have to get stripped of my labor and my dignity? Why didn't the judge think enough about me?
Today, Susan is expanding her organization even further with plans to open new living reentry headquarters for women who are formerly incarcerated in Los Angeles. The need is still very urgent and the work is far from done. Statistics of formerly incarcerated women is often overlooked and hard to find. Despite the growing number of people impacted by incarceration, the data on formerly incarcerated individuals, especially women, remains outdated, incomplete, and often overlooked. Many national statistics fail to reflect the current realities of reentry, making it difficult to fully understand the scope of the challenges that these individuals face. Without accurate, up-to-date information, their needs remain underrepresented. in policy decisions, funding priorities, and public discourse. Susan Burton's journey reminds us of the power of second chances and what can happen when someone believes in you. One of the many women inspired by this vision is Erika Ollarsaba. Erika shares her experience of living on the streets, facing danger, and being incarcerated. Erika has turned her life around. Today, she's living on her own, working and attending school, which is proof that healing and progress is possible with the right support. Before that, Erika was in survival mode, bouncing between jail, the streets, and addiction. She describes a terrifying moment that made her realize just how unsafe and unstable her life has become.
Probably when a time when I was probably sleeping in the tent, people, a girl, she came with a golf pole, and then she started following me around the alley and stuff, and I felt really unsafe because that's a freaking golf pole, that's not normal at all. What if she would have cracked my head open or something? I probably would have ended up at the hospital. Who knows,
Straight out of prison, Erika joined a program called FOTEB, which is a female offender treatment and employment program, a treatment center for women out of prison struggling with addiction. For Erika, it was more than just rehab. It was a reset.
I learned a lot of things, learned a lot of tools. I learned how to set boundaries. I learned how to be, meet sober friends, and that's a big part for me because I never really had sober friends like that. I was probably in that program for a year, and then I paroled with my number. So I guess it kind of prepare you for so when you get to go to the real world, and and the way you go about things with people say you're in an addict, and then just learning how to say no to people that you used to associate with. So they kind of prepare you with tools so things won't happen in the wrong place and the wrong time.
However, the shift didn't happen overnight. Erika says when she was incarcerated, she wasn't thinking about changing, just about getting out and going back to what she knew, and what she knew was addiction.
When I was incarcerated, I wasn't even looking towards anything besides getting out and just going back to what I was good at.
It wasn't until tragedy hit close to home that everything changed.
My little brother had passed away from fentanyl, and I know they have that laced with everything now, so that's kind of what changed who I am now and the reason why I'm clean. So my little brother was probably a big impact in my life because he was my little brother, I really did love him, and I really didn't see him overdosing. He was never that guy, that boy or anything like that. He's always been smart, loving. He never really gave me a problem. He probably passed away 4 years ago, on Christmas.
Her brother's death became the turning point, a moment of unimaginable loss that sparked a deeper calling to live. Now Erika is setting her sights on the future. She's working towards her high school diploma with dreams that go even further.
I'm probably gonna go after getting my diploma. I want to get a degree so I could probably start counseling or be a pharmacist.
Susan Burton's work and Erika's journey reminds us that healing takes time. It takes trust, support, and belief, but it's possible. If we want safer communities, we must invest in people, not prisons. We must believe in potential, not punishment. To learn more about Susan Burton's powerful work, visit her organization at anewwayoflife.org. And don't miss her inspiring memoir, Becoming Miss Burton, From Prison to Recovery to Leading the Fight for Incarcerated Women. Thanks for listening to Beyond Bars, Stories of Liberation. I'm your host, Christiane Rios. Tune into the next episode as we continue to explore the stories of strength, survival, and the power of second chances. Be sure to hit the follow button and subscribe to get notified about the newest episodes. Until next time, stay inspired, stay informed, and keep fighting for change.